Check this out. There's anywhere but here, man, on this here podcast.
Oh, I like me some podcasts, man.
What y'all talking about?
We're talking about anywhere but here.
What's anywhere but here? Anywhere but here in Mississippi?
No, man, anywhere but here over in England.
Hey, we ain't in England.
I know, but that's where the England's from.
What?
Hey, Cletus, remember when we went and saw that movie about the wars in the stars and they had like lightsabers and stuff like that? Well, these people here talk about things we like.
Really?
I guarantee.
Well, hot diggity damn. What we waiting for?
Anywhere but here podcast.
Hello and welcome back to Anywhere But Here, number 59 this week. We have a special guest.
As promised.
2
weeks ago.
Yes. He was supposed to be here for our Oscars show, but couldn't make it. But he's here for the post-Oscars
It is post-Oscars. The brief oversight. But
before we get into that, you can find us at abhpod.com, where we have an Amazon banner up in the right-hand corner where you can buy all your stuff from. Instead of going to Amazon straight away, you go to abhpod.com. It's one character shorter than amazon.co.uk.
It is.
Buy your stuff, we get 5% of your purchase, which helps us out when we come to the end of the year and we need to update our fee for the
subscription
thing.
for our hosting. Yeah, you can. See, I never know where to go after the website. Do we go Facebook? Facebook.com/ABHpod if you want to interact with us.
Yeah, you can also interact with us on Twitter at ABHpod.
You can. And you can also leave comments and stuff on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/ABHpodcast, where you can watch this. Maybe,
if you like,
might change this week.
Yeah, we've got some plans that we will be unveiling.
There's going to be a shake-up at ABH Pod.
Yeah, we're having a bit of a. We're going to get with the 21st century and editing and shit and stuff and things and
Possibly.
new ideas.
If we remember to do it.
Yeah. You can also get in contact with us at abhpod at gmail.com. It's been
over a year, Tom. Over a year. And you can still never get it.
It's my thing.
Yeah. Like mine is technology going wrong.
Yeah. Or you can go to iTunes and stuff and leave comments and rate and subscribe is the most important thing.
Make sure you subscribe because it just makes things easier when it comes to
and leave us some 5-star reviews or something because we deserve it.
Honest.
But yeah, so
it starts so well, doesn't it?
But after over a year off, welcome back, Mr. Cork.
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
You are allowed to laugh, by the way, when funny stuff happens.
If you want to laugh at us, it's fine. It sounds like there's
I've laughed at you for years.
Oh, we know.
It's fine.
Oh, fair enough.
So yeah, Oscars.
Yeah.
We didn't do too badly, did we, in the end?
No, well, you specifically. I did all right for somebody who doesn't really know that much about films.
Yeah, I hadn't seen any of those films either, except for Frozen.
Yeah, I've seen Frozen and Despicable Me too. So actually, for the best picture, we didn't see any.
No. Which is shocking, really.
Hopefully, we're going to see one this weekend, if it's still in cinemas, which it is on one showing a day, Dallas Buyers Club. I don't know if it'll still be there on Saturday.
Quite possible. I don't know.
It's the difficult thing. It's only one showing a day as well at the minute from when we're checking. But
that said, I'm sure Gravity was still out last week, and that's
that's on DVD now.
Oh, it's on. Is that on DVD?
But then again, so is Frozen.
I chased it.
Oh.
It's the only movie I think I'd actually buy a 3D TV for.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I heard it was really good in 3D.
And
I
3D.
just, at that time during the year, I've explained this on the podcast before, but I was doing so many hours of overtime that I just couldn't be asked to do anything else. To come in. It's shit, because like all those movies I really wanted to see. But hey,
I should have bought it for you.
You got to earn $1, haven't you?
But yeah, I've heard.
I get time. But then I don't really do much else apart from watch movies and
you
go
can
to work.
Move that over if you need to.
Oh, thank you,
please.
Anthony. Anthony.
Stop hitting things.
That was you.
I know. Sorry, it's our thing from a while ago. But Gravity is one of those films that worries me. Is it going to be any good just watching it on a normal TV?
Yeah.
And is it a good film?
Yes.
Or is it just good visually?
No, basically the 3D adds to it because lots of
I've
bits
heard
fly
that because
in
of
front
scale
of
and
face.
stuff as well. Yeah.
Very good. Worth watching.
But yeah, I've heard. You hear so many different things, listen to loads of different podcasts. Some people really love it. Some people said it's not actually a great film, but like visually it is amazing.
Effectively,
the visual side of it makes you think it's brilliant.
Effectively, it's kind of like a B movie, but
Well, why are you two still discussing?
I don't really know.
Because it's to do with films.
When you haven't seen it.
Yeah, this is what I've heard.
We're speculating. It's what we do.
Speculate.
We speculate.
No, it was a great film. It's very clever. The thing I was surprised about was you had George Clooney and Sandra Bullock. You know,
It's
well,
true.
bearing in mind that it's almost everything else is completely British.
about
It's a
it.
British film, isn't it? Apart from obviously the
Director,
director,
the actors,
Alfonso, yeah.
and the actors.
but the crew and stuff, and location.
But most of it was all CG, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Most of it.
So, how many of the Best Picture nominations have you actually seen?
I don't even remember what half of them were.
The
You
Dallas
had-
Buyers Club.
Yeah.
That's Bars Club I haven't seen yet.
12 Years a Slave.
I haven't seen it.
Gravity, which you
Yeah.
have. Philomena.
Yeah, that's Judy.
Judy Dench and Steve
Oh,
Coogan.
Yeah.
yeah, I probably
Which-
would want to watch that.
I know
to be
Blue
honest.
Jasmine wasn't nominated for Best Picture, was it? It was nominated for pretty much
No.
everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, was that Blue is the Colour get nominated for?
Blue is the warmest colour. No,
one.
no,
That's-
So
one-
that sounds
didn't-
That's
interesting.
Oh, have you heard
Absolutely
of it? It's
awful.
the lesbian film.
Yeah, yeah.
I know
yeah.
it's
The
all-
three-
Kevin Smith spoke about it
Yeah,
on one of his
oh,
podcasts.
that's
Yes.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Is it not good?
Well, it's based on a comic, and it's kind of.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah.
The problem with it is that it's. The reason it's going to be any good is because there's so much controversy over it.
Yeah,
Because
it's supposed
it's
to be very graphic as well.
explicit.
Yeah, I
yeah.
happened to view a copy of it.
Did
We
you?
won't discuss.
Was
that.
you on your own when you watched it?
No, luckily. But no, it's not very good at all. It's just crap.
Oh, okay. Fair
I
enough.
mean, I don't really say it's just crap because most films I normally have a reason, but you watch it, you just think, well, this is just for the sake of it.
yeah.
Let's
To
Right.
be fair, I probably wouldn't watch it anyway.
No. I mean,
To be fair, it just sounds interesting.
wait for a couple of minute clips to show up on
Yeah.
on the internet.
But yeah. Did you?
There's quite a lot actually. There's quite a lot of clips on the
Yeah.
internet. Not those kind of clips. Filthy you are, aren't you? Not those kind of clips. But there is lots and lots and lots of clips of. You can pretty much put the entire movie together with
Oh,
just
really?
clips on the internet
Without the
without the
sex scenes.
naughty bits. Yeah.
That wasn't me. I've got the soundboard. What are you doing? I haven't got a whistle though.
No.
So, like, do you make nominations for Oscars
What do you mean?
for yourself? Like, before the Oscars, did you have any opinion? Predictions. That's what I meant.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can always. The problem with Oscars is you can always know who's going to win.
That's it, and that's
well,
what
you
I
say
said.
that, but I got a lot of them wrong.
That's what I said
Yeah, but
last
when
week.
you've got to think about it, when you look at the Oscars, you have to think about who directed it, who wrote it, who starred in it.
You see, I was-
And because it's voted by the Academy and obviously
It's the old
past
boys
winners.
club, isn't it?
Yeah, so basically, it's not actually nominated by like the people who actually go and watch it. It's the people who, oh yeah, my friends in that, I'll nominate
I
that.
suppose, yeah. But the thing is, like, the only one that Tom got wrong from the ones we predicted
Yeah.
was the cinematography.
Yeah.
And you were going to go for Gravity.
I was.
And I was going to go for Gravity until I watched all the trailers, and then I saw Grandmaster. Was it Grandmaster or just the Master? It was Grandmaster, the
Yeah.
martial arts one. Yeah, and then I watched that trailer, and then I started describing it to you, and then you changed your mind.
Yeah,
Because of
your
the way I
description.
described it,
Yeah.
and I said, it's a foreign film. It's not really one anyone's heard of. It's kind of likely to win because that's the way I always see the Oscars. That didn't happen this year. Like, a lot of the times they go, oh, this film won. It's a French film from so and so, and I was like, I've never heard of it. Why is it always a foreign film? In some of the categories, foreign films win a lot. And Grandmaster looked fantastic, like visually from the trailer I saw. So I went for that, and you went, actually, yeah, I think I'll go for that.
Yeah.
When
You talked me out of
initially,
it.
like the week before, we both
Yeah.
said, "Oh, Gravity." Oh, when we were talking about the BAFTAs, we were like, "Oh, Gravity would win cinematography rather than Best Picture,"
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
which it did.
Should have stuck to my guns.
You should have stuck to your guns and gone, "No, Ant."
But 7 out of 8 ain't bad.
No, I think it was roughly 7, 8,
Something
I think,
like
yeah.
that, or
We
8 out of
can't
9
remember,
or-
and I haven't got the pad
Yeah,
with me.
because Ant was supposed to bring the pad with him this week so that we could review it.
Nobody said I should have done,
I thought you said you were going to.
but I should have done.
But you forgot.
But if I was thinking about it, yes, I should have done.
But yeah, so we got props from a couple of people on Twitter for our
Yeah,
predictions,
same. Well done.
which was nice.
Yeah,
I can't remember it now. I haven't got Twitter open.
Rob did.
Rob, and also there was another person, another podcast, High Five podcast.
Yes,
Yes.
that's another one to add to the list to listen to.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Sorry, guys.
haven't listened yet.
I'm getting around to it. I'm more or less on top of podcasts now, so
Awesome.
I can add another one
Good
to
stuff.
my listening.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, and we have a correction to make from last week.
We do,
actually.
yes, yeah.
We'll do it, yeah,
we
in the-
shouted out a guy called Unenthusiasm Paul, but
He doesn't exist.
that wasn't his name. His name is Unthusiasm Paul. I mean,
Yeah.
it's fairly similar. You
It's kind of
Forgive
made
me.
up, isn't it?
forgive my
I've-
brain for
I-
making a real word.
I actually googled the word enthusiasm to see, and it's in Urban Dictionary.
Ah.
So, and
What's
it
the
means
Urban
pretty much the same thing.
Oh,
like
right.
unenthused.
Did you just say what is Urban Dictionary?
No. What is the meaning of unenthusiasm?
What he meant was the definition in Urban Dictionary. Yeah, it's like it's something. It is like unenthused, like uninterested. I think it's just one of those Tumblr words that Tumblr, the website, where they make stuff up and it becomes common like internet language.
See, my
or
Google
Reddit.
is refusing to accept enthusiasm. It wants
searching for unenthusiasm
no,
instead.
it's showing for enthusiasm.
Oh, really?
Click on there.
Unthesium.
That's what you just typed in.
What?
The trials and tribulations of typing. What are you talking?
Yeah.
We're better now, yeah? Oh, there
Yeah.
you go. There you
There
go.
we go.
So you typed it in wrong.
I was like, how has my Google not got it and yours does? Yeah, usually sarcastic, but can sometimes be a means of gratifying a dull anecdote. I had to use my enthusiasm to get rid of that guy.
Did you?
Hey man, no need to use
Oh, I see.
enthusiasm on me. So that's what that is.
So it is basically, I had to pretend I wasn't interested.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what enthusiasm means. There you go. But yeah, he's enthusiasm, Paul, not unenthusiasm,
Yes,
Paul.
and-
And he's looking to get a podcast started up with his friends. So
He is, yes.
I sent him a massive email the other
So,
day.
We're hoping to help out another podcast.
Which I don't mind doing.
You do it to yourself.
I do. But it's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
fine.
mind.
It's nice to see the fruits of your labours grow.
Yes. Yeah, we just need to. Maybe we should get a network started up and just go, look,
Yeah.
I will help you as long as if you start making money, I'll get a sort of commission off of it.
We'll start doing the Ridgecast approach and just putting out loads of shows.
Yeah, just put out loads of shows under one banner.
Yeah, I like it.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
Then
and
then I'm responsible for helping them.
It's also me stealing someone else's idea again.
Well, yeah, it's true.
Then it becomes the worst radio channel ever.
Shut up.
That's mean.
Do you have tens of people downloading stuff you talk about?
Literally tens.
Tens
No,
of people.
people really wouldn't want to listen to what I talk about.
They will though.
No, probably will.
There will be a few. Actually, I was telling Corky on the way over. This week's podcast has got more downloads than the one we released 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So thank you for finding
Yes.
us out there, whichever avenue you have found us on. Carry on. Tell your friends.
Do it.
Subscribe. Get them all to subscribe. Invite them all to our Facebook group. Invite
Yes.
them all to follow us on Twitter and all that
Share
other
us.
stuff. Whatever it is that you, wherever it is that you found
Yeah.
us.
So you said you were going to tell us this week why you didn't make it last week. Was you going to tell us off of the podcast or on podcast?
That
Oh, good.
really.
Good chat.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah,
Well, we forgive you.
best do.
Okay. Oh, we actually had a question for listeners last week about Corky's 100 greatest movie scores.
Oh, yeah.
And we said, hashtag us on Twitter, Corky yes or Corky no, if you want to listen to it. It was unanimous. 3 people said no.
Excellent.
They didn't want to hear. I think it was that they didn't want to hear all 100.
No, I think that was what we
I
said.
wouldn't go before 100.
No, we didn't. No, but I think to be fair, what is your favourite movie score? Like
can't
just
tell you that.
one piece.
I can't say that.
You can't tell us.
No.
Because they didn't want to hear it,
No, no one wants to hear it.
or
so I'm not
because you
gonna
didn't
tell
bring your list with you.
No, I'm just not going to tell you.
Fine. Who's your favourite composer, film composer?
Oh, it's a tough one.
You've got
I
to
like
pick
them all.
one.
I like them all. It's fine.
They're all good.
They are.
Philip Glass.
So if you looked at your 100,
Yep.
list of 100, do any names pop up more than?
Well, obviously John Williams pops up more,
I
doesn't
was
he?
going to
Well,
say.
probably because he's done
Or
more.
Danny Elfman, surely.
No, not really.
Or is it because he's not just a one-trick pony though, is he? I suppose
This
done-
is the pizzicato strings. The sort of
But have you seen
that's
The Kingdom?
No.
Yeah.
That's Danny Elfman.
Yeah. With
You're asking me
guitars.
if I've seen a
There's
film.
nothing-
Guitars,
Yeah,
It's like, what?
You're asking me if I've seen a
That's
film.
A very good
true.
point.
How many Hitchcock films have I seen?
One.
I have. Well
It's in
done.
Rear Window now.
I watched
haven't
it
you?
last night,
What
yeah.
did you think?
It's difficult. Did he do it? They never actually.
Welcome to the world of Hitchcock.
Yeah, that's
It's like
the
really
thing.
weird. And the thing is, he's like, I was watching it as well, and they're like Alfred Hitchcock, king of suspense and stuff like that. And I was watching, it, I was like, there's no suspense. And then there's one moment of suspense in the film, and I was sitting there like, shit. And it was like, really, what fucking. Well, I
Master.
suppose there's 2 because there's one where she's in the apartment,
Yeah.
and then there's the one where he's coming to his like Jeffrey's apartment,
Yeah.
Jeff's apartment. And yeah, and it is kind of suspenseful, and it's really weird. Like it's long and slow,
That's the point.
but you're still like no. I mean the whole film.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
quite slow, but like I didn't. And as soon as I found myself getting bored, something happened. It's just like, he's very, very good. But it's one of those films like the one I was talking about the other day with Jennifer Lawrence. Winter's Bone.
Yeah.
It's the same thing where I'm watching it, I'm like, no, I'm not saying it's the same film. It gave me this Corky's fucking face thing. I mean, it gave me the same feeling as I was kind of like, it was good, but why? And I liked it more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
So
Also
it does make me want to watch more.
There was a remake as well.
There wasn't there?
Yes.
You told me on the way.
Yes, but with a famous person who got injured and had to go in a wheelchair.
Christopher Reeve.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. But there's also technically another remake.
Yes, and this is the one I thought I'd seen before, and it's totally off kilter, and it's.
But it's it's
hang
not a remake. It's more of a modern day telling.
Are you talking about an actual film?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm not. I'm talking about something else.
No,
because I read the back of the DVD case. I was like, I know this story. I've seen this story before. Where have I seen this story?
Yeah.
And it came to me, The Simpsons.
Oh.
Yes,
Right,
there's that
yeah.
one.
When
yeah,
Bart
yeah.
breaks his leg
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
thinks Ned kills
Yeah,
more.
but there's
I was just like, I know this story, and I was like, where is it from? I was went, oh, I've got it. Yeah, The Simpsons.
Disturbia.
Yes, that's right. It
Not-
was Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Not seen it.
No,
The
instead
plagiarist.
of obviously breaking his leg or whatever, he gets put under house arrest.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
Yeah.
And he's got an electronic tag, which means he can't get out of his own house and gardens.
But it's
isn't
like someone said on another podcast somewhere. Someone was talking about Harold Ramis and all films. I think it was you.
I said it.
Yeah, yeah. I knew I'd heard it somewhere before. It's like all films kind of come from another
Stem
film.
from
They're
that. It's
all
like, for example,
It's
what I was saying was like Harold Ramis did Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Men in Black is Ghostbusters but updated. You've got he did Groundhog Day, and then Adam Sandler comes along and does 50 First Dates.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all
Yeah, but
it all stems.
there's
Everything like
I think there's like 6 or 7 actual stories that you can have in
apparently
a
so,
movie.
yeah.
But you can include any of those.
unless you're a Japanese
Together.
filmmaker,
True.
Yeah, you can do whatever you like.
which
Yeah.
we spoke about last week as well. But yeah, so there we go. I saw Rear Window and I did like it, and I do want to watch more. It was like I got the Blu-ray, multi-region Blu-ray off of Amazon for like £7.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, abhpod.com, click on the banner,
Yeah. Go to Amazon.
and go and buy
Or
your
watch
Hitchcock.
North by Northwest.
Yes.
North by
Is that a good
Northwest.
one? Is that your favourite
My
one?
favourite one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but-
Strange on the Train is probably my favourite. But
Strangers on a Train.
yeah.
Yeah,
I like Rope
Yeah.
because
I
it's
wasn't-
all done in about 7 shots.
Yeah,
the
but
whole
it's-
film. It's very like that from a technical standpoint. I think Rope is a bit good.
That's the one thing I noticed about
Not
Rear
for me.
Window. That opening shot where it's panning around and it's like so jittery, but I had to kind of go. They didn't have the same equipment
Yeah,
that we
yeah.
have now.
It
It's
wasn't
fine.
there's no steady cam.
Very, very clever.
Yeah.
But yeah, the only reason I watched it obviously is because Stinking Paws said they're going to be doing Rear Window.
Yes.
I think they've recorded it now.
Yeah.
My Blu-ray came the day they were recording,
Okay.
so I didn't have time to watch it and send in my opinion. So
But I'm sure
well.
Smokey and Stephen as well at History of Misunderstanding, they'll be happy to know that you've started
yes,
your journey.
yeah, they
into-
know. I did mention it on
watching
Twitter.
these.
Unfortunately,
They do.
autocorrect made it say Rear Windows, and he was like, "What's that? A sequel or something?" Stephen, and it's just like, surprise, surprise, Stephen fucking.
Gave you a needle.
Because I said, why is it always when they're involved in the tweets that
Yeah, I
we
know.
make mistakes?
Yeah, it's frustrating. But hey, these things happen.
These things do happen.
These things do happen.
2 weeks
I
in a
know
row,
what
I've got
that
Phantom
is
of the Opera quote in there.
That's impressive.
What's been going on this week?
Hey, well done. Let's go for this local story first.
All right, yeah, something from around our neck of the woods.
It's in Maidstone. You know the Laughing Buddha. It's called now. It was Hon's Palace. And,
Yes.
You know the big.
The Chinese place that
Yeah,
changes its name every few years once the health
For
inspectors come around.
for legal reasons.
For legal reasons, and of course they have to use like quite stereotypical
Yeah,
names.
yeah, it's been Hon's Palace, it's been Tang's Imperial Palace.
Yeah, now
it's
we've got
been
Laughing Buddha. Also in Maidstone, we've got Buddha Belly.
That's all right.
Yeah, I
don't
really
mind
want to
that.
go there actually.
It's good.
But yeah, so it was last Saturday. I found Saturday night. So it was last Saturday,
Right.
not yesterday, the one before.
Yeah.
there was a group of 32 people, 36 people
Yeah.
went for dinner in a restaurant. They were a whole group together, and they were sitting down to eat their dinner, and they had to wait about 2 hours
Right.
for their food, and the service was poor, and everyone was really rude. Apparently, all the serving staff were really rude to them,
Right.
and everyone was getting irate, and they started complaining. And eventually, a couple of people went into the kitchen to complain to the chef, and the chef was like, "Well, if you don't like it, get out." So they proceeded to finish their meals and their drinks and then left without paying.
Okay.
It's like, in total, he lost £1,128 from those 36 people, which is crazy. The funniest thing about it was there were 7 other people in the restaurant that were kind of like, "Oh, look at that, free meal," and left as well.
Oh, really?
They took advantage of the chaos and just left as well. It's like, that's fucking brilliant.
I like it.
But yeah, he admitted, if I'm honest, I did have a bit of a breakdown on the night. And it's like... So yeah, I mean, fair enough. It took 2 hours, but it's kind of like, there's 36 of you. Like, it's not easy for them to get 36 meals together in one go.
No, I'm
to
sure
serve.
that kitchen especially doesn't have the
Yeah,
capacity.
I mean, it is quite big, isn't it? I think.
I don't know. I haven't been in there since before the health scandal started happening.
You're not that old, are you, Tom?
Well, actually,
Oh my god.
my boyish looks defy my age. I can only imagine that they're probably kind of cooking over a clay pot that's been used since the the 70s
God knows.
or something. I don't know. Like,
It made me. I was reading it. I was like, "Oh, that's terrible. That's horrible." And then it got to there was another 7 people in the restaurant. I was like, "That's amazing. I would do that. I think."
yeah, I have done.
Yeah, Laughing Buddha was awarded a certificate of excellence from TripAdvisor last year, and it's have 111 5-star reviews out of 169 posts. So it's not like it's a regular thing. It's not like it's a bad restaurant.
Or are those all the relatives of the people that
Well,
work there?
probably, yeah. I think they just had a really bad night. They must have just had a really bad night.
Yeah, I mean, it's a stressful job, is chefing, isn't it? I would imagine.
Here we go.
We know
We know a chef.
A chef that runs 3 restaurants, yeah.
Does he run 3 restaurants now?
Three restaurants.
Bloody
Wow,
hell.
there's 3 restaurants I can't eat in.
Trust me, with the stories I heard, you wouldn't want to eat
No,
there
I don't.
anyway.
No.
It's almost as
You'll
bad
have to
as
tell me which
it's
restaurants
almost as
they
bad
are
as the
off air.
stories that Ollie told when he worked in the fish
Trust me.
factory.
Yeah.
We're not
we
mentioning any
can't
names.
say that.
One customer who didn't walk out that night posted a review describing his experience as absolutely shocking. They wrote, "Had the worst dining experience of my life. The service was absolutely awful. By 10 p.m, having been in the restaurant for 2 hours, we hadn't even ordered our main courses." Jesus.
So they hadn't even done the starters in 2 hours.
Or just the starters.
Yeah,
They hadn't,
fuck that.
but they hadn't come to clean up and
hadn't,
take their
yeah.
order. Whilst we were there, 48 people got up and walked out of the restaurant due to the horrific service. They had asked to see the manager, but the manager made no appearance, so they got fed up of waiting.
This is
They
why I
had the
stick
cheek to add a
buffets.
service charge to the bill, which we took up with the owner of the restaurant after he dealt with a similar issue. They still added a 10% service charge when they were waiting 2 hours.
That's ridiculous.
Oh my God. They gave us a whole £3 off our bill because they generously waived the 10% service charge. Oh, that's
Hold on.
amazing.
Is that for 36 people?
No, this is
Oh,
for the
I
one
was
that
gonna
left.
say,
No, this
36
is for the
people,
one
and
person
it's
that didn't leave.
10% of their bill was £3.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's insane.
Would you take advantage of that?
Yeah, of course.
Just walk out?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have guilt.
I've
for
done
the
it.
rest of
I've
for
done it in the
about a week
past, but I've
after.
never gone back to a restaurant I've walked out in, just in case.
I've
But
never
I have
walked.
done it, and I shouldn't. It's not nice.
I've never walked out of a restaurant. I've had an argument with someone at a restaurant,
Right.
and we've complained and got free dinner. One of those was at Nando's.
Oh,
We got a
really?
free dinner at Nando's, yeah.
Well done.
Because they couldn't make they couldn't make a Caesar. They didn't have any Caesar salad, but they brought someone out a plate that had salad on it with
Right.
their meal that consisted of all the ingredients to make up a Caesar salad. But they didn't have any Caesar salad,
Right.
even though they had all the ingredients
Okay,
separately. It's like,
right.
wait, hang on a minute.
See,
And like we ordered like medium hot sauce, and they brought out like really hot sauce,
Hmm.
and then the food was cold. It was a particularly busy night. It's the only negative experience I've had at Nando's.
See, I've been to Nando's a couple of times. The first 2 times I ever went to Nando's they fucked it up royally. The
Oh,
first
really?
time, I can't remember what the first one was, but I never went back to the Maidstone one ever again after that. I'm just not a Nando's person. I don't really like it. I don't understand it. But the second time it had just opened in High Wycombe, and I went there with a couple of people, and we ordered our food, and we sat there, and we sat there, and we sat there, and everyone else around us got their food, and we sat there, and we were there for an hour.
Oh, wow. Before you even got in it.
I was like, do you know what? I don't really want it anymore because you're taking this long, and there's a Wagamama's over the road.
Yeah.
So
I've never been to Wagamama's.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after you've been waiting an hour for a fucking chicken that never turns up.
I'll tell you something, actually, Tom.
Yeah.
I'm sure I was with you. Remember that American grill over
Oh,
at Rochester?
Christ, yeah. That's not there anymore.
I had extra protein in my food.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Really?
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
ants all over the place.
It was ridiculous. Like we were watching a film over there, and we went to, it was Exchange Bar and Grill. It's not there anymore, so I can name and shame them. Yeah, we sat down. They sat us at this table, and the ants didn't come out on your plate, did they? They just came in through the door and up the table, and they were just swarming.
Really?
There were
Oh,
there were tens. There were almost as many ants on the table as we've got listeners, right? But it was disgusting. It was.
You're sitting there eating your meal, all of a sudden you heard this.
But it took how long it took them nearly 10 minutes to actually come out and try and sort out the ant
Yeah.
problem. And then they still tried to insist that I paid full price for
So
my
it's okay, we've got a jug of boiling water.
That's what they
Straight
did.
over your,
pretty much
straight
it,
over
really,
your lap.
yeah.
The worst one, the argument I had was actually when we went to Wembley Arena.
Oh,
It
right.
was when we went to see McFly, actually.
Yeah.
When we took Chloe to see McFly.
We best edit that bit
I'll
out,
edit
yeah.
that. We took Chloe to see McFly. No, everyone knows.
Yeah.
It was McFly, not McBusted. And we went into the restaurant. I don't know if I told you this at the time. We went into the restaurant to have our meal. And we were like, oh, have you got a kids menu? And they were like, no, we don't have kids menus. And we only have kids menus if there's a kids show on.
Really?
It's got this McFly. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to have kids.
You're not.
So it's like, they don't have a kids menu. I was like, oh, okay. Well, and they're like, well, what we can do is we can serve you up half a portion, but we'll have to charge an adult's price. It's like, what the fuck? Why would you do that?
That's insane.
It's like, so you're going to give us less food but charge just as much. And then eventually when all the food came out, we wanted spaghetti bolognese. So we ordered it. And we sat down waiting for our dinner, and they came out and said, oh, we haven't got spaghetti bolognese, but we have got meatballs if she wants meatballs. It's like, are you serious? Like, this was about after half an hour of waiting. It was a similar experience. Everyone was getting their food.
Yeah.
But they didn't bring ours. And that's when we complained, and they would say, oh, we're trying to sort it out because we haven't got this, we haven't got that, but we've got this. And it came out, and it was, it was like it had been warmed up. And it's just like, but yeah, we can, that was the thing that got me. Oh, no, we can serve you half a portion, but charge a full price. But we'd have to charge full price. Are you fucking serious?
That's mad.
Well, we caused a right stink in there. Like, I don't like to complain at restaurants normally, but that just pissed me because it was Chloe.
I don't like to complain, but I've just had 2 instances where I've had to complain.
I didn't complain. I didn't complain at Nando's. That was somebody else in the group. I just got my money back.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
My food was right. It was just a bit hot at Nando's, like spicy. Hot.
Yeah.
Spicier than I asked for. But yeah, like I've never complained in a restaurant. That was the first time I've ever complained in a restaurant. But that was because it was for Chloe. Because her food was horrible. It wasn't what she wanted.
Yeah.
They didn't have child's portions, so she had an adult's portion there. And it always is just disgraceful. Especially in a place like that you'd think would cater for a lot of people.
True. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm more passive aggressive about my complaining. I don't like
I've seen that.
Yeah.
Last week.
Last week?
Yeah, that guy in the car.
Oh, right.
And you was going, yeah, all right, mate. Yes, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
bye.
cheers. Yeah, I got a gay bashed on the way into Ants yesterday because Ant Street is double parked cars
On
way
the
up.
weekend, yeah.
So we had to stop in the middle of the road. There was nothing coming up, nothing around.
You
So
were
it was
there
okay.
for, what, a minute?
Less than that.
Yeah.
I got out the car, I opened the boot, I started getting all my stuff out the boot. And I hear this car like herring up the road as if it's not going to stop. So I'm like, right, okay. I'm literally going as fast as I can. So I get all my stuff out, close the boot, and go to walk off so that Joe can drive away. And as I'm stepping up the steps to Ants, I hear this guy shouting, and I'm like, what? Turns around and he's like, "You fucking queer!" And I was like, "What?"
So what the fuck's going on?
"You're a fucking Gaylord cunt." And I'm like, "Yeah, cheers, mate. Thanks. Bye." What? Because you had to stop your car for 10 seconds while I got out of the way?
Yeah.
Like,
So it's not even as if he was there the whole time.
no,
You were
but
stopped.
also,
Maybe-
how does that make me gay?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe he was late trying to get his beer. The shop was closing.
Yeah, he looked the type.
Probably he had to go. He had a deal he was making.
More
he
like
had
the
to
shop
be there.
was more like the shop was opening. It was 10 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, you Gaylord cunt is
Yeah.
like.
And also, your daughter was walking down the steps at the time as well.
That's a very good point.
And
that
that's
did
what
kinda
I
make
took
us
more.
irate.
That's what I took more exception to, is that he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
using that kind of language in front of a 6-year-old girl.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what I like about moving. I've moved to a different place.
Yeah.
You don't actually hear
Yeah.
that. You know, you don't walk around the street and you hear there's someone shouting abuse at a little kid, and the kid's shouting abuse back.
Shut up, you fucking bastard!
Yeah.
The thing
To
is,
a
with
5-year-old.
Yeah, but the mum's only 15.
With that guy calling you a Gaylord cunt, though, it's always like in hindsight you come up with the best response.
Yeah.
It would have been better just turn around and go, "I'm not a cunt, I'm fabulous."
Yeah.
It's just been brilliant. But you only think about these things once you've calmed down. I know you didn't. Oh Jesus,
But yeah, so.
that was fun.
But no, with my restauranting complaints, I'm more passive aggressive, where I'll just seethe and then walk out
Yeah.
and not pay.
Which is the worst thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you're in a bad mood, and then everyone around you's like, "You're in a bad." If you'd have just complained, you would be fine.
Yeah.
But
I'll tell you what, actually, talking of big complaining, right? So, I don't know if I told you this. A couple of years ago, obviously, I went and saw my cousin in Arizona. And one of the nights, we decided to go to this Irish pub. I've got like, 5,000-6,000 miles to go to an Irish bar.
Well, yeah, but America's full of Irish pubs because everyone in America is Irish,
But
apparently.
to have a Cornish pasty.
Right.
First
you were
of
in
all,
America.
I was in America in an Irish bar eating a Cornish pasty.
Right.
Brilliant.
And this guy's turned around and he said, he's trying to explain it to me, what a Cornish pasty is. I'm going, yes, mate, I know. I am well aware what a Cornish pasty is. But he still keeps going.
You
It's
know,
like, yeah, I know.
I live
know,
only 200 miles from Cornwall.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Cornish
it was
pasties
really
are older than
bad.
your country. Now fuck off.
But no, it was really, really bad. Like this, waited loads of times waiting for drinks and stuff. You know, America, they love the service out there.
They do.
And my cousin's other half is obviously he's a
Is he a
waiter.
Gaylord cunt?
He's actually.
Oh, right,
we won't go there though. But yeah, so he's a waiter,
Yeah.
and they've given us the receipt, you know, for the bill, and he said instead of obviously putting a tip down because you've got a tip in America,
Yes.
instead he's written this massive list out on the back why he's not receiving a tip.
That's amazing.
He's finished writing it, put it down, we've gone, let go now, and just had to walk out.
That's
I
incredible.
like it.
We had a couple of stories a while ago about like the waitresses and things, isn't it? Like
yeah.
they didn't get a tip because you're black, and you didn't get a tip because you're a lesbian. Although
Yeah.
the lesbian one turned out to be fake.
Yeah, she faked that to try and get the compensation money.
But obviously they're not valid reasons. Right?
No.
I imagine the reasons your cousin gave were valid.
Yeah, no, good times.
Yeah. Actually, you know the thing about Cornish pasties. I have a useless fact about Cornish pasties.
Go.
You know they've got that crimped crust all the way around.
Yes.
Do you know why that's there?
Because you don't actually eat that bit.
Yeah.
That's the whole.
You're not
isn't
supposed to.
Yeah,
because
because
it was
it's cold.
made for. There's a lot of tin and lead mines
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Cornwall, and so all the miners would have lead on their hands, which is poisonous. So yeah, you'd hold the pasty with the crusty bit,
But also, obviously,
and you wouldn't die.
It's now the best part. One of the best parts of
and
it.
it's what we eat is not a true Cornish pasty.
No, it's not.
No,
it's
no, no,
supposed to have your
dessert in it as
yeah,
well.
it's supposed to have dessert in there too, like a yogurty
Yeah,
type.
one end you
substance.
have like
But
mince.
this Cornish pasty though wasn't even a Cornish pasty. It was like a bake
Oh,
served
okay.
with wasabi.
what?
Yeah, and I can't remember what else.
Because that's Cornish.
Because that's well Cornish. Yeah. So we've gone to an Irish pub to eat a Cornish pasty to have Chinese or Japanese horseradish. Fabulous. Oh, spat everywhere. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
And there were Welsh leeks in it as well.
I was surprised. No, they don't even know. They don't accept Wales.
Oh really?
No, Wales isn't a country.
Oh okay.
It's all right.
Yeah,
part
because
of-
isn't it supposed to be like mince and onion one end, or mince
Yeah.
beef
Yeah.
and onion one end, and then
Yeah.
like
And
potatoes
vegetables
stuff.
as well, potatoes,
yeah,
and
yeah,
carrots
yeah.
and stuff.
so it's like a full hearty meal, and then like a yogurt or an ice cream or apple pie or something.
Yeah.
It's something
Yeah,
like that.
fruit or yogurt.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
This sounds horrible, doesn't it? When you have dessert in it as well, but then it's
Actually
like
sounds
best of
lovely.
both
I'm getting
worlds.
really
isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh well, Cornish pasties, everyone.
Sorry,
Do you know, I might pop
derailed
into
it.
town and go to the Cornish kitchen.
Yeah.
They do a really nice one with chorizo in it. It's obviously not a proper Cornish pasty, but
No, but they are.
did you not know
pasties.
that?
No, it sounds lovely though.
Really
Let's
nice.
go.
It's really nice. Chicken and chorizo.
I like how this episode has turned into the food and drink episode.
Hey,
Brilliant.
Tonight I'll be eating enchiladas.
Will you?
I will, yes.
We're going for a Sunday roast after this.
Sunday lunch.
Everyone loves
Sunday lunch. Hey!
It's still a tradition.
Joe, if I had the buttons right now, I would have pushed the button that's...
What one that says something like?
I don't know.
See, look.
I don't know,
I
like
would have
that.
sorted- Exactly.
Yeah, that one.
I would have sorted something out like that.
Or Sunday lunch.
But you have to
Yeah.
We don't usually use the buttons. We're not a morning zoo
Though you have it.
because it's fun.
Yeah.
Speaking of America, though,
Okay.
I didn't read all of this story. I just got the gist of it, which makes me laugh. Is a gambler is suing a casino over $500,000 he lost while he was intoxicated.
Oh, I think I've heard of this
Oh, but
story.
that's
Yeah.
what they like to do, though, isn't it?
Like,
You
the guy
got-
was complaining that he lost so much money because he was drunk. You go to Vegas, you get drunk, you gamble.
They make you drunk and get in Vegas, though. That's the thing. Like they
But-
come around and give you lots of free drink.
But
That's the
apparently
point
there is,
of
like-
Vegas.
Apparently there
Fear
is.
and loathing in Las
Yeah,
Vegas. There you
precisely.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but apparently there's like an ethical law in Las Vegas where you're not, if somebody's too drunk, you're not supposed to let them gamble or order any more drinks.
right,
There's
okay.
like this law, but they didn't.
Still,
But he's suing for he lost $500,000,
that's a lot.
which is silly. But it's quite a recently opened, like last couple of months it's been open.
Oh, right.
But they'll use CCTV footage and evidence from everywhere. Eyewitness. Evidence from everywhere.
Evidence from everywhere.
Evidence from eyewitnesses to back his claim that he was drunk and incapable when he ran up his massive gambling debt during the Super Bowl weekend.
Oh, so
Well.
stuff
I wonder
that
what
up.
he was betting on. Oh. But he sounds like he's quite well off, though. Several car dealerships he owns.
Well, yeah. If you've got enough money to go and gamble $500,000, then you're not hard up, are you?
He alleges the casino piled him with complimentary drinks.
Plied him.
Probably.
PLIED. Yeah.
Yeah. This is what happens when you speed read and they're
Yeah,
words
yeah,
that you
no,
don't
I
use a
know.
lot. Piled
sorry.
him, like unenthusiasm. Hate him.
Yeah.
But yeah, they plied him with complimentary drinks. So it's like, yeah, that's a bit dodgy. Shut
Oh,
up,
someone's
phone.
not-
That's rude, interrupting. My iPad done it just now, and now my phone did. Anyway, but yeah, he's suing because he lost $500,000 while he was drunk in Vegas. I don't really think
Like I say, it's the point of Vegas.
hasn't
is
got a
to
leg
get
to stand on
Hey.
because he was legless.
You're like your dog.
Hey,
Yeah,
his
true.
dog's got legs.
Yeah,
Just
There's only
three.
3 of them.
true. It's
I
not
don't know.
hopping around. I'm worried.
Did you have any interesting, funny things? I did have another one that's kind of a bit upsetting and depressing.
Yeah, I got apparently Justin Bieber, Pop Scrotum, Justin Bieber.
Pop scrotum.
You know, he bought a house in Atlanta that everyone was trying to petition against him
Yes.
buying.
Yes.
They set up a petition on Facebook, and then loads of people picketed the house.
Yeah.
He's actually bought it.
Oh, you did.
But
didn't
they've
deny
already, some woman has broken in apparently and was sleeping in a bedroom at his house rented by Justin Bieber.
So she was squatting.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have squatting laws over there though. The same as over
Don't
here.
know. So it's in Sandy Springs, and this person she's 23 years old. She's called Quan. It's one of these fucking names again. Why don't people just have normal names when they're in the news?
They just like pile them on you, don't they?
Quan Ying Zhao
Zhao.
of nearby Doraville.
Zhao.
Yes, there you go. Was discovered at 5 p.m.
Just
on
disguise
Wednesday.
it under a terrible accent.
Then that's the way we'll do it from now on. She told officers she was there to go to the pop star's birthday party and got into an unlocked door.
Oh.
The home, which is owned by the music producer Dallas Austin, was unoccupied at the time. Police say the party was held out somewhere else earlier in the week. So she thought she was going to a party there, wasn't there at all. She got into an unlocked door of an unoccupied house. All sounds a bit fishy, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, when you go to a party, generally there's stuff happening at the house before you walk in.
Well,
Have you ever been to my
normally.
parties? Nothing ever happens.
We watch films.
Zhao told officers she was Bieber's friend, police added, but investigators believe she's one of millions of fans who follow him on Twitter. She faces a charge of criminal trespass. This week, police have also released a video showing Bieber urinating. Not that that's got anything to do with this,
Look, he pees.
unless it was in a bucket again, like last time in the middle of a restaurant.
Does it just end urinating?
No, he was given a sample. He was giving a sample for a drug test following his arrest
Oh,
by
I
police in
see,
Miami
yeah.
Beach.
That's the video they were hoping wouldn't get out, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. After he was charged with driving under the influence. The 20-year-old musician is back in Miami for a legal deposition unrelated to his January arrest. This guy's just in court all the time. He's in court more than he's in a fucking recording booth, this kid.
Yeah, true. I don't think the White House have responded to the petition yet, have they?
No, I don't think they
the
have
whitehouse.gov
no.
or whatever.
They're looking to get
Why We Protest, isn't it? Did you hear about this?
What's that?
The Why We Protest petition.
No.
You've got to have...
10,000?
Oh, it was more than that.
Or was
I
it
think.
50,000?
I think it was 50,000.
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, so like if there's a Why We Protest, which is set up by the American government website, where you can set up a petition of something you want the White House to address, and if they get over like 50,000 signatures, then they have to address it at an official White House thing. And they wanted to get Bieber deported.
Yeah.
So they set up this thing to get him deported, and like there was like over 200,000.
Like 2 times the amount that they needed or something.
Like so, President Obama has to address the Justin Bieber issue of his deportation.
But it's like, have you, talking of petitions, have you heard you guys don't look at football ever?
Not often.
Sports.
We do sometimes report on
Because
sports.
there's one that they've actually put a petition in to get the football player Tom Cleverley out of the England squad.
Oh, that's
What's
not very
he
nice,
done?
isn't it?
Exactly. What has he done?
Oh, okay. That's why they want him out, because he
Okay.
hasn't done anything.
He's useless. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Is he the
I
one
see.
that's only appeared like 2 or 3 times as a substitute, or he's never appeared?
He's just
It's just not very good.
It's not very good.
That's just where this sort of thing gets stupid now, isn't it?
Well, just petition about
Petition
everything.
about anything.
Yeah, you
Let's
can.
start a
that-
petition right now.
Okay.
I'm going to... What should we...
There's a petition to ban page 3 because it objectifies women, and you don't ever see men get objectifying.
Page
It used to
sorry.
be page 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the
Yeah,
day.
and I'm sorry, but they don't anymore. I think that's the point. But I'm sorry, but the amount of times I've been on my Facebook and there's these fucking women on this the Mr. Grey Facebook page and posting pictures of actors with their shirts off and stuff. And it's just like,
Yeah,
well,
like,
yeah,
I haven't
wasn't
seen
it
this.
Torso
I'm
of the
excited.
Week used to be in
yeah,
like one of those
but
girls'
it's like
magazines.
on Facebook, you're constantly seeing topless men and women commenting about it, and it's like, yeah, women do objectify men all the fucking time. And like you say in the paper, there's still always pictures of people like that David Beckham picture where he's doing the Calvin Klein underwear.
Yeah, exactly. I'm on the petition the government site at the moment.
Okay, seeing what's
just-
there.
we
To
got-
see, no, we
we're
can
gonna
start
start a
one on our own
petition.
Oh, okay, cool.
if you want.
I haven't...
I don't know what it will be.
we have to think of an idea.
Yeah, we'll think of an idea and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Deport us to America.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh no, hang on. Is that the Why We Protest?
No, this is
Oh, this is the
gov.co.
this is the English version.
Yeah.
Awesome.
This is the proper one for our government because
Yeah,
we,
and what was
there
that
would be
one
no reason for the US government
You
to
must be a
deport us.
British citizen or UK resident to create or sign a petition.
Good we are. There was that one I posted the other week about the woman who set up that petition, the English petition about children spending longer in school.
Oh,
and it's
that's right,
unfair
yeah.
for them to spend it because there's a thing about trying to make school days longer
Yeah,
for like juniors
and that person
and that
was
person who set the petition up, there were so many grammatical and spelling errors, and I just had to say,
saying that our kids shouldn't be in school for that long because they need to like
Spend time with their family.
and all that. And this is all spelt really like family
Badly.
with IE.
and I what was it I posted on there? I said this woman clearly could have done with spending more time in
more
school.
time in school. Yeah, definitely.
Oh,
Yeah.
Corky's making use of this paper.
But yeah, so there's a lot of useless petitions out there. But the Justin Bieber one should be looked into. I
Yeah, which
feel.
one? Which one?
Well, yeah,
There we go.
Deporting one.
free prostitutes for pensioners.
That's what we should... Exactly. Old people need love
It's got
too.
a nice ring to it.
Exactly.
Prostitutes,
Doesn't it?
pensioners.
Let's just do it. Let's
Search for an e-petition to sign. Let's
Oh
see
my
if there's
word.
let's
already
see if
one
there is
out
one,
there.
and then we can sign that.
Prostitution.
Free
Maybe it should be...
yeah, maybe if I just put prostitute. Oh shit,
Oh, what have you done?
what's happened?
Oh no.
Hold on,
Yeah, I don't know. I
government.
mean,
Start.
prostitute.
yeah, because the first American Why We Protest, or not even Why We Protest, the first American one I remember, like a petition, was for the White House to build a Death Star.
Yeah.
That's right.
Wasn't it?
Yeah,
Which,
yeah.
like, they
build
actually
it.
addressed and said, no,
build
we
it.
couldn't.
There are currently 236 petitions that are open to do with prostitution, 850 that are closed, and 726 that have been rejected.
Jesus.
That's right.
Right, including legalised prostitution in order to protect prostitutes.
Yes.
Take action against Greek human rights abuses.
I don't know how that.
No, that's probably for human trafficking.
I
would imagine.
Close down chatavenue.com in the UK. So far, 4 signatures.
I imagine that's a
Come on.
like a prostitution.
Yeah, I
Come
would
on.
imagine so.
No, but I mean, escort agency website
yeah,
probably.
Yeah, probably. There's something about the PSA breastfeeding reward vouchers. That's nothing to do with prostitution.
Breastfeeding reward.
Well, it depends. Have you seen some of these?
Outrageous treatment of President Morales.
I see there isn't one. That's why
There
we should
isn't
do it.
one.
Let's do it.
But that legalised prostitution, though. I mean,
Well, technically, it is legal.
Yeah, I mean it's a
But
profession,
it's-
isn't it? But
it's
it's
the way
it's
it's done.
unlicensed.
Yeah, the way it's done is a bit different.
money for sex isn't legal.
Like you can have one person in a house, and then they have another person who looks after them, which is called something else, but I can't remember.
Right.
And you can charge then.
Does having sex with them constitute as look after them?
No.
No.
They're like the pimp.
Yeah, but it's
okay.
not a pimp.
But it's not. It's
something
something like
else.
called like the caretaker or something like
Yeah.
Oh, so
The
basically, but I think
caretaker.
the way they're saying about it is have like basically have a whorehouse where you've got multiple
No.
rooms with.
One.
No, I think that's
One.
what that position is about.
Oh, right, yeah, 'cause you
Like,
can have
well,
one.
that's the only way I see it. I don't think streetwalkers. I don't think that. I think
They're not
they
the
should
ones down on New Road.
legalise brothels. No, I think they should legalise brothels,
Yeah.
But they can
but
tax it, then,
limit
can't
them to how many. Sorry, no, like it can only take place in this.
Yeah. Where each one gets an AIDS test directly after their
or-
shift.
yeah,
they? Oh,
but it is one of
time
those
again.
difficult things, isn't it? It's there's so many loopholes and things.
But we could set one up
We'll set one up, make sure everyone signs
saying
it.
that pensioners should be eligible for free prostitutes.
Yes.
But
See,
why?
see,
Anyway,
I wonder if it
Because-
would
let's
go on.
not go off on this tangent, please.
You're going to be old one day soon.
Yes,
Yeah.
I am,
You're gonna get
and I'm not
horny.
going to be able to get it up, so it's not going to
Exactly.
matter.
Oh, that means free prostitutes and pensions plus free Viagra
Yeah.
with first purchase.
You can get Viagra on prescription. Corky,
What?
you can get Viagra on prescription.
Yeah, but you get a free one on your first trip.
Be diabetic, and then you get free prescriptions. There you go,
What if they're
free
not
Viagra
yeah,
on
but what
prescription.
if they're not diabetic?
Then find something else wrong with them. Not everyone who's got a bloody weed license in America has bloody got anxiety or back pain.
Yes, they do. I believe everything.
You pay your doctor enough, he'll sort it out for you. Oh dear. Yeah, free prostitutes for pensioners.
We'll see if we can set that up.
Let's have a go.
Yeah.
You can use your personal email address, Corky.
All right, mate.
Yeah. What is it? Corky Banker at.
Well, don't read it out on the bloody podcast.
hate mail through.
And his password is...
I didn't say where it was, and I didn't also put the numbers in.
Oh no.
Or if
See?
there was any underscores or hyphens.
Yeah,
or anything,
precisely.
Yeah.
See?
Send me hate mail.
No one knows.
Well, Corky hasn't got a Twitter or anything. So.
No.
Not yet, but I will have to finish when I finish setting up my page of wonders.
Yes.
Your page of wonders.
He's going to have a website
Ah, alright.
Yeah, so when I'll get
that we
sorted
might
out.
help out on.
Yeah.
Because that's what I do.
You love
I
it.
cause myself more work.
But as long as you don't do anything technological with it, though.
I just set it up. I've done it with one person
sure?
already.
I
I've done it
don't know.
once already.
Yeah,
It
but
works.
You can't even work out. You have to turn plug sockets on.
Anyway.
In my defence, my laptop wasn't coming on. I turned the plug socket, switched the switch, and my laptop turned on. So as far as I can tell,
You just pulled the curtain back.
Yeah,
on
there you go.
answer on-
fucking break the fourth wall.
Yeah. An airliner went missing.
Yes,
the
I
other
saw
day.
that. That was kind of...
Malaysian Airlines. 239 people on board, and it just disappeared.
yeah,
No
last,
one knows where it's gone.
last I read yesterday, they found oil slicks.
Yeah.
Like, that
Yeah.
kind of...
It was on the way from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. And on Friday, for us, it was Saturday. It was very early at Saturday morning over there. And it was Friday.
Yeah, I
evening
spotted that
for
when
us
I
over
looked at it.
here.
I was like, why do you need to give the time zones?
Just in case a relative might have been on it. I don't know. They give the flight number.
The funniest thing is, if that's the same article I looked at, was it the one Joe sent us?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the very last bit on that page, if it hasn't been updated, was about the airline sending out an official statement.
Yeah,
via Twitter.
we're closely monitoring reports on Malaysia flight MH370. Our thoughts are with everyone on board. Yeah, but it's via Twitter, isn't it? But they
Is that a
basically,
venue for official statements now?
well, it
Twitter?
is now. Yeah. You deal with all sorts.
This
on
is
Twitter,
our
don't
official
you?
statement in 140 characters or less.
Yeah, we really give a shit.
Yeah.
Apparently, these Boeing 777s are quite good though.
It's supposed to be really safe.
They're
Yeah.
supposed to be the safest planes in the world, but
I've been on one.
You've been on one.
It's very exciting.
Did it crash?
Surprisingly, no.
Oh, okay.
no.
Is that why you're here now then?
It is very true.
Apparently, they've done like 5 million flights. These planes.
Yeah, I think they're fairly old.
Yeah.
But they are supposed to be extremely safe.
1995 is when they
Wow.
were unveiled. These planes.
Wow.
I read up on all this.
But that's the thing with like aeroplanes is like they only kind of do like one big run of them. They don't keep building them, do they?
No.
So
no,
like
no.
all the ones that, like all those 777s are from that first
are
batch.
what?
I think.
Nearly 20 years old.
As far as I know, yeah, they're like
Yeah.
they're still using them today, and that's when you go in aeroplanes and you still see like ashtrays in the back of seats, and they've got crap tellies and headphones.
It's because they're
all
not new.
old
I'll tell ya.
technology. Like some of them, the safety videos are still on VHS.
Yeah.
Because that's when they were built. It's
Yeah.
like you could still upgrade it.
Just don't go with BA.
Really?
They're awful.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Virgin all the way.
Actually, no, American Airlines. No, United Airlines. Can't remember which one it was. They're awesome.
One of them.
One of the American ones. You get massive leg room. The meals are awesome. Apart from people look at you strange when you order the salad.
Really?
I was on this flight and everyone's ordering like the burgers and what have you, and it came to me and I thought, I don't want a burger, I'll have a salad. So I ordered a salad and everyone just looked at me.
Jesus.
Why would you have
Because
an airplane
you
salad?
What are you doing here?
Because you flew to Washington, didn't you?
Flow. What?
No, flew.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I said.
I don't know what you said.
I said you actually flew to Washington, didn't you?
I can't. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a conversation there, Corky. All right.
yes, I
you
did.
started talking
I
about
did,
your trip to
yes.
America, so I thought, hey,
Which one?
it
have I
might be
many?
interesting. The latest one.
Latest one, yes,
When
I
you
went to-
paid $200 for a train journey.
$300.
$300 for
It
a
was
train
first
journey.
class, man.
To be fair, it was from
Washington to New York.
which is quite
Yeah,
far.
It is far.
It was lovely. Got free drinks and everything. It was lovely. And there was no one in the carriage either.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, just sat there.
The trains are supposed to be brilliant over there because Ian from Ridgecast went on a trip.
Yeah,
from
he went to New York
thingy
from
to New York
Virginia.
from
Virginia.
yeah. So yeah, he
Yeah,
said they
he
were
went up
really
recently.
plush
That
as
was I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah, but New York was big.
New York is big. My sister's going there for the second time this year, I believe.
Actually,
She goes to shop.
Do you know what? Restaurant-wise, don't go to the Applebee's. I didn't like that.
well. No, Applebee's is a bit.
I've ordered like I think it was like $17 for a steak, and it came out and it was honestly about the size of a pen.
Really?
And I was like, "What's this?
Is this America or not?
Is this America or what?"
I had we went slightly off the main strip and went to kind of smaller cafes, restaurants and stuff. And there was one that served meatloaf, and I've never had meatloaf like it. Oh man, it's so good.
I've never had meatloaf.
What?
I've never had a lot of things. I've never
Meatloaf.
seen a
That's
lot of
it.
things and done a lot of things.
They'll
Meat-
make you eat though.
Meatloaf over here is not like meatloaf in America though. Like American meatloaf is just
Everything.
Like yeah,
Yeah,
it's,
but that's,
it's
that's,
better.
like, that's like us. We
It's one of those leftover meals, isn't it? Like
Yeah.
bubble and squeak.
A bit like that. Yeah.
Which isn't very nice.
It's like when we have
I don't
hash browns. They're not hash browns.
Well, no. I
Are they
suppose.
not? What's hash browns in America then?
Proper hash browns. You know, like all that. Was it potato, onion, salt,
Yeah.
pepper, egg?
Rather than just
Oh right,
potato.
yeah,
rather
yeah.
than just
we just
a
have
potato
Rosties,
in like
don't
this
we?
little thing made by Aunt Bessie.
It's just a triangle-shaped rosti.
Yeah,
Or whatever shape McDonald's puts it in that day. I don't know.
the kind of weird.
Oh, McDonald's hash browns
rounded
though, are
oblong.
fucking nice.
Yeah.
I like McDonald's hash browns and their apple pies.
Where are we stopping?
Food
Where-
again. Food
hungry now.
again.
This is what
What was it?
happens.
Oh, shit, it's gone. Oh, like our pancakes. We don't have pancakes.
No.
We have because it was Shrove Tuesday,
It's,
Tuesday last week. We have crepes.
We've got
Crepes.
crepes. Crepes.
What,
crepes,
Facebook
oh,
rape?
whatever.
No, we have
Regularly.
crepes, which is a French version
Yeah.
of the pancake.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a pancake. But yeah, anyway.
I like
I like
proper
American
pancakes.
pancakes.
Oh,
Put a bit of baking powder in them. Puff up.
Butter and
Blueberry.
syrup on the top.
I'm always. I don't know. Is it sweet? I put a pile on sugar with lemon juice. That's all how I always have my crepes.
I tend to go with golden syrup.
And Liz insists on calling it pancake, but she always.
Maple syrup. No, maple syrup is better. Yeah.
Maple syrup. You have to spend £7 on the greatest maple syrup ever, and it tastes better.
It
I was
does.
to say, and Liz always says, no, they're pancakes. They're just pancakes. They're called pancakes. And then proceeds to put ice cream and chocolate sauce on it, which is a crepe. Which is
Yeah.
how you eat crepes.
Yeah.
But she refuses to call them crepes. They're like, they're fucking pancakes.
Yeah, but because it's
That's how we've been
pancake
brought
day,
up.
isn't it? Yeah, it's just what we know.
Pancake day. Every day's pancake day in America.
And waffles.
Yes, Belgian waffles.
Belgian
waffles.
Not potato waffles.
No.
I just realised something. I need a waffle iron.
You do need a waffle
Yes.
iron.
Yeah.
All right. So
And a soda stream.
no, I'm not really a big fan of the soda
Fuck
stream.
off. I've got soda.
I always wanted
Anyway,
a soda
let's
stream,
stop
but-
talking about food again.
Okay.
But this
hungry.
is obviously where the
It's because
podcast
we're
is
all
going.
hungry.
Yeah, probably. I had a
And you're
bake.
going for lunch.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, shit.
What are we on?
Derailed us. What I was going to say, actually, what are we on?
Yeah.
Time-wise?
Yeah.
55 minutes.
Okay,
We're nearly
cool.
there. What I was going to say is, although there's no official statement, someone reported the other day that's not looking good for Schumacher.
Yeah, I
An
know.
update on Schumacher, because
Yeah.
obviously Tom's a big Formula One fan.
Yeah.
Because it's been it's been about
It's been 2 months now because
6
it was
weeks now,
just
isn't it?
just after New Year.
Because they're at a stage now where they should have started taking him out of his induced
Yeah.
coma, and he should have been responding or
Yeah.
taking notice of stuff around him, which apparently sources close to the family.
Yeah.
Because they haven't released any official statements.
No,
to the
you
doctors
don't
or the
hear
family.
anything about it.
It's
now.
just sources close to them say that he hasn't really responded. So even if he does come out of the coma, he's just going to be completely
possibly brain dead.
state
Yeah.
of what did they call it?
Vegetation.
Vegetative state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
that'll
is sad, really.
that'll affect me.
Yes.
That will genuinely affect me.
It
when
is very,
you know.
very, very weird.
But I have a film to lend you. Actually,
Oh, goody.
which is Rush.
Yes, and I'll try and watch that tonight.
Yeah. Because you need to.
Because I'm looking forward to it. And I'm going to tell Liz, it's about these Formula 1 drivers, and she'll be like, yeah.
But it's
I think she
okay
will genuinely
because
like it.
Chris
'cause-
Hemsworth is in it.
Yeah,
and
Chris-
Yeah,
Thor's
Chris
in it,
Hemsworth's
Liz.
in it, and you get to see his bottom.
Okay, I'll tell her Thor's in it.
sold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
she'll
has
watch
sex
it then.
with lots of women in this film. You get to see 4 boobs on 3 girls.
Do you sit and
So,
just
like,
mark
yes,
up how many
there's-
boobs are in a film?
Yeah,
Oh, is
I'm
this
like
one?
the guys that have knocked up.
6.
It's like Mr. Skin, isn't it?
Mr. Skin.
So it's like, so you get to see one person fall, and
Yeah.
then you get to see 2 people with
Just one boob. Yeah.
Okay. Jeez.
Is that the selling point?
I worked
We
it out.
were commenting on it the other night when we watched it, me and Joe,
Yeah.
and we were like,
Did
well,
you rate them out of 10?
no,
Liz will do the same thing. She'll be watching. She'll go, oh, they're horrible boobs. Oh, they're nice boobs.
fair play.
Liz comments on them.
Yeah.
And I stay silent.
I have no opinion either way.
But his trousers does.
I have no opinion as I slowly reach for the cushion.
But yeah, like I say, seeing it in HD as well on
Oh, yeah,
a
yeah.
proper HD screen, like
Yeah,
this,
I've
the
got it home,
the bits where you're shown like the inside of the car and everything,
yeah.
really
He's
like
totally geeking out,
yeah,
aren't
yeah,
they?
yeah, proper mechanical niceness.
But yeah, that's what I
There's
thought.
also another bit where there's a scene where he's having sex on a plane with an air stewardess after just
Awesome.
breaking up with his wife, and then it cuts to the inside of an engine with the pistons, which I thought was quite
Quite fun, a bit of comic
deep
relief.
throat
yeah,
style
yeah.
with all the.
Can't say I've seen Deep Throat.
You haven't?
No.
No, it's absolutely awful.
Is it? That's
Yeah.
the
Oh, it's not
documentary,
good.
isn't it?
No,
No,
Deep Throat
Oh,
is the
that's
actual
the actual
film.
porn.
There was a film.
There were 2 films about Linda Lovelace out last year, weren't there?
Yeah,
there was one with
what's her face in
Was
it?
it actually just called Lovelace?
one was,
One of them, yeah.
and the other one was called something else.
Yeah. No, because obviously you can't. It was supposed to be softcore, so the
Oh, I
edited
see.
version had like
like
fireworks
an
going
Emmanuel.
off and big pictures of obelisks,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
large pillars being erected.
That's it, isn't it? Like I think, well, mine because we had cable at home, but like my first experience of porn films was the Emmanuel series.
Oh yeah,
The softcore, and you watch it now,
10-minute
and you're like,
preview.
you're
Yeah, that was
nowhere.
it.
Well, yeah, or the 10-minute preview. But you're like when you watch the Emmanuel, you're like you're nowhere near it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
I remember it was great when you first had Sky satellite TV and you used to have like the German channels.
Oh, but they were encrypted, weren't they? They were quite blurry.
Yeah.
Some of
Some-
them. I remember
some
going
were.
to a friend's house and we watched it must have been like a German channel and it was a Heidi porn.
right.
Yeah, and it was really funny because when they were fucking, the bloke was going, Heidi, Heidi. It was so funny. It was fucking brilliant.
There was one time we went to a party for a guy that we all know. You
Right.
guys weren't there because I don't think I knew you at the time. He lives near Moat Park in his parents' house.
Oh, I should know.
Yeah, you really should. But I'll tell you who it is.
Yeah, off.
Yeah, hold on. Oh no,
Does
I'm
he
not
listen-
going
no,
to turn
'cause
the
the video.
mics down because the video's still there.
Just
Oh, yeah, okay.
write that
Just write
down
it
now,
down.
so I know who it
But
is.
we went to this party.
Oh,
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah, that
him.
was
He
right,
doesn't
yeah.
anymore.
No, not anymore. No, that's right. He
Yes.
lives up near you now.
Yes, he does.
He lives up the road.
Yes, I definitely know that. In the other road.
This is not going well.
It's fine because he probably doesn't listen.
No, it wasn't his porn stash that we found. It was his dad's.
Oh, okay.
We went into his parents' bedroom and then started
Questionable.
rooting through all their wardrobes. I don't know why. And then
that's what you do
we
when
put
you're young.
some on, and there was some German dwarf porn,
Oh,
interracial dwarf porn at that.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, that makes it all better.
Yeah, and so we watched a couple of those while he kind of protested, but not enough to take the
Did you try it
VHS out
down?
of not enough to take the VHS out of the player.
I remember going to a party with you once, Corky, and you insisted on putting on dwarf porn. And it
Yeah,
was-
probably.
and it was down in it was in the girl's parents' house, and it was down in her bedroom in the basement
Probably.
with
Yeah,
the bowls of mould.
yeah, that one.
Yeah,
Oh, is that the one
And
whose
we-
house is dirtier on
You
the
wipe your
inside
feet
than
before you come
outside?
out. Yeah,
yeah.
wipe your feet before you leave, so you don't dirty up the road. But was that Mark's or was it
Yes.
his brother's?
That was his brother's.
No, okay, yeah. We don't mention
I'll
his
tell
names
you
because
what,
we have done in the past.
talking of this, right, I've just got to ask you one
Whoops.
question.
Yeah.
Right? Now, when you watch porn, obviously it's normally male and female.
Yes.
Is it acceptable then to watch shemale and female?
That's a quandary. I've never done it myself.
You're gonna have
It's
to tweet
an
us.
interesting
That's odd.
She
It should be,
hashtag,
right?
hashtag shemale yes or hashtag shemale no.
Yeah, because
We want to know.
hashtag peen or no peen. But no, that's one of those difficult.
Well, it's all right, I think.
Because it's a
I
man, but
maintain
it looks
it's
like a
fine.
woman. There's some.
Because it's still It
There's-
breaks my brain, doesn't it? It does break your brain. Because what if it's like a really attractive shemale?
Exactly.
So you're turned on by the top half, but you know there's something.
Take down there.
Pretend that she's got a strap on or something.
I even find those weird sometimes.
Really? Have you seen the strap-ons that have the squirty bits as well?
No.
No. Check that out. Yeah, it's a bit strange.
You can tell the single person in the room, can't you?
But yes.
I'm getting my
anyway.
endorsements from porn sites.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
But just completely thrown off now. We're over an hour.
We-
Let's just end it.
I don't really know where else to go.
No, I don't know where else
I
to
had
go.
something about a serial killer. But
Well, we don't want to end it on.
We don't want to end it on that, do
No.
we?
Let's end it on shemales.
Yes. Why not? If you think it's acceptable to watch shemale porn as a heterosexual male, hashtag
Shemale with a female.
with a female.
Shemale
Not
with female.
shemale
On
and
shemale.
No, that's just weird.
Yeah.
Shemale on female.
Shemale on female.
I guess
So-
we've got a title for the podcast now.
So what are we
However,
doing?
actually, I've got another question. If you were to go shemale and female, is that right? What about two guys and a girl?
Well, it'd have to be, wouldn't it?
Is that three? What?
Well, unless
No,
it's the
is-
male
is
doing
watching-
the other male as well while doing the female.
Ah.
That's the question.
That is the question, isn't it?
Now, that's not acceptable.
There's a stipulation, but two
But then
men
would
and a
it be-
woman.
what
But
about-
then you're
what about a
like,
shemale, male, and female.
oh dear God, let's not go into this
Okay.
anymore.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, there's no joke there, Corky. Just leave it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think, yes, a good place to end.
Yes.
So thank you for coming back in.
Yes,
after
thank you.
over
Thank
a
you for
year.
having
It's
me.
been fun.
We need to get in touch more often and bring
Yes. Next week, we've got the guys from Stinking Paws.
We do.
On. We probably won't be talking about porn, but you never know.
you in. No, films.
We'll be talking about celluloid in
Yes.
some shape or form. or digital nowadays, isn't it? It's not celluloid anymore.
Some people
Not
do.
too much.
But yeah, so look forward to that. So that'll be next Sunday. We've got Scott and Charlie from the Stinking Paws.
We do.
Yes, so we're looking forward to that. We might have you back as well.
If we're talking movies, then I'll be back.
Okay, cool. Well,
So
it's
me and
gonna-
Tom won't be talking a lot next week.
Yeah, you'll get a break from our voices.
And it'll probably be
next
about
week.
2 or 3 hours long.
Yeah. We might have to do some editing.
Might
on
have to
that
do a
one.
two-parter. Get a week off.
Yes, that's true.
That's a
good
good
idea.
Yeah.
Right.
Lazy bastard.
You
So,
have no idea.
So we're looking forward to that next week. This week's been strong. I
Yeah,
feel.
I
There's
like
been
it.
a
It
lot
was
of
fun.
laughter
Back
this
to
week.
the old
Yeah, rambling about all sorts.
food and porn.
Food and porn. What else in life is there?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Star Trek.
Our wonderful partners.
Exactly.
I don't have a partner.
So,
So for Anywhere But Here this week, I've been Tom.
I've been Ant.
And I'm going to the toilet.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
See you next week. Bye.
Anywhere But Here podcast. Well, that's an hour of your life you won't go back.